All right, hello everyone. How are you guys today? Today is going to be the Battle of Cairo, Illinois. It's not really a battle, it's a skirmish. Confederate forces have been instructed to probe the defenses of Cairo, Illinois, and to also irritate and agitate enemy deployment. The Union forces are going to be stationed somewhere across the field here. I'm not going to take us over there yet because I want to see where they deploy first. So I think they're going to take this high ground here along this ridge and try to hold that position. The Confederate forces have spread their army out. They've got some artillery mobile, some infantry moving up the roads here, and it looks like they're going to try to skirmish in multiple locations. They're traveling up the road. I'm trying not to jerk the camera too much. But they've got units kind of just dispersing down different sections of the road. They got a lot of skirmishers in formation today. We've got a lot of line infantry taking the roads. It looks like they're going to be taking multiple battle lines, very big battle lines on the field. Um, yeah, and so it's going to be quite an engagement. The battle timer is for 60 minutes. I'm going to shut the map down so you guys have more of a view. So the battle timer is for 60 minutes. We've also fixed a already spamming issue where basically one side had a little too much artillery, and so what we decided is to limit artillery for at 6 guns per like army to make it a little bit more balanced, and to give infantry less of a morale hit to just kind of pace things. We've been doing a little bit of work on the rules and the rule set of the server, or, excuse me, rule set of the campaign, and I've gotten things put together so far. Um, yep, it looks like they're all just kind of falling into line. He's bringing all of his skirmishers right in through here. They're probably going to push forward. Um, yeah, let's just see how this all goes. Let's go ahead and see the Union formations and stop being weird. It looks like they've got a lot of infantry over here. I hear the shadows of artillery kind of moving along the way as well. So we're going to see how that plays out for them. The Union are instructed to hold their position and avoid, committing to any attacks. They're just going to hold their position, let the rebels probe them, and then try to push them off. So the Union has 60 minutes to defend themselves. I expect a lot of a lot of tactical movements, and it looks like the Union are going to be moving certain skirmish units along these redoubts here. Very nice defenses they've got stacked up there. Um, the enemy can probably see the skirmish units moving into formation. We've got a huge mass of infantry falling into line here. It looks like they've got a stronger white right wing than they do their left, or their left might be moving still into position. Yeah, it looks like they're going to be moving multiple lines. Oh, they're advancing a large group of infantry over here. I wonder if that is the reservists. Oh no, that's not the reservists. Sorry. So the Union have two armies today, um, to represent numbers, and it looks like there is going to be a reserve battalion and then a corps led by General Grant at Cairo. And yeah, we'll see how it all plays out. It's still a little slow paced. It's going to be a lot of maneuvering. So what we'll do is we'll probably just hang around here for a little bit, see all these units here. So here we've got 6th Missouri, 4th Missouri, 6th Texas Cavalry, 27th Texas Cavalry, 5th Missouri, 9th Texas, and then 2nd Missouri and 3rd Missouri Cavalry. We've got the Stoneman's Arkansas Sharpshooters, Mississippi Sharpshooters, 4th Missouri Sharpshooters, and then we've got a Colonel Cope Artillery Battery, 3 batteries. And this is going to be the Confederate layout. 1st Missouri, 2nd Missouri. There's a lot of Missouri units on the field today. 18th Arkansas, 9th Kansas, 37th Alabama, 36th Mississippi, 42nd Alabama, 32nd Mississippi, 40th Mississippi, and we've got this secondary group here. Once they're in formation, we'll come back to them. This is a unit of 15th Mississippi, and it looks like Major General Carl Van Dorn, or Earl Van Dorn, excuse me. Interesting. He took Van Dorn to the field today. Here's a bit of line infantry coming up into formation now. They'll probably be taking all of these defenses. Oh, we've got a unit of skirms over here on their knees. Just kind of watching, holding the enemy flank right now. Really snazzy looking guys. Look at him. Look at him. He's all ready to go. It does look like we may potentially have skirmishers. Oh, they've got them on light infantry. Kneeled down. A huge line of infantry. You've got double lines. And we've got 4 lines here, 2 skirmishers. We've already named the regiments. It looks like the Union are now coming into position. It does look like there's some stuff up here that we can't quite see. Probably artillery that they're going to nestle up here on this little road, which would be kind of a really nice place to put some artillery. Up here in this little tree line would be a really nice place. There's more Union infantry pushing out 3 columns of infantry. Or not columns, lines, excuse me. They're not in a big rush today. They're just kind of taking positions. We got a lot of skirmishers deployed over here. Did we already do these guys? Yes, we did. That's the 33rd Miss. Now that these guys are coming into formation. 2nd Missouri Cavalry. 2nd Texas Cavalry. 1st Missouri. 1st Missouri Cavalry. 3rd Texas Cavalry. So the Confederates have a pretty well-stacked army, in my opinion. A lot of good units there. I think they've also got some buck and ball units in that corps as well. We do have their battery looks to be, they ain't limbered yet, but we're going to watch the artillery because they're the ones that are going to tell us when the battle begins. There's still a 10-minute timer. We still see a lot of Confederate units. A lot of Union units set into position as well as Confederate. The right wing looks to be, oh, hold on, we do have some lines look to be, yep, some lines coming into formation here. And they've got them over here, ordered them to hold fire. Let's look at this. What an, just, look at these guys. It won't tell me their unit tag, but I can't tell you which regiment that is, but they look like they're wearing butternut. They look like Confederates. There they are, holding the old stripes there. What a very unique unit. I really like their uniforms. These guys are snazzy. Let's go over here and see these guys. There's some black hats, probably Iron Brigade. The Army of Tennessee. I don't think that is Army. Oh, we have gunfire here. There's a skirmish engagement. A couple guys have already died. Oh, wow. Skirmish units already withdrawing from the battle. Looks like they took some casualties. Well then. Interesting. Interesting. Union seems to be almost in full position now. They got a heck of a line forming over here on these redoubts. This unit has stayed in position. They're not coming down. Very interesting. It looks like the generals are going to be hiding over here on the hill. Yep. These are going to be both the generals, the General of Tennessee and General of Ohio. I like to see that kind of coordination. I'm going to say the left wing is probably reserve. They do have a reserve army on the field. There was another line that just walked into that tree line there. There's also some shooting over here. Oh, wow. Look at that artillery strike. So right now this is a very skirmish engage, very big skirmish. They're just kind of like fighting back and forth right now. Only one unit is shattered right now. It looks to be that unit, and it's regrouped. This other unit is now shattered. That's two units of Union skirmishers that have shattered from the or that have broken from the field. It looks to be that there's a left-wing maneuver for the Confederate forces. They're going to be repositioning their line along here, along here, because it looks like the artillery. Let's see if we can see some skid marks. Yeah, it looks like there was a little bit of. Oh no, that's Union casualties. Looks like there was a little bit of artillery harassment from these guns up here on the hill. Oh wow. Yeah, they're taking some artillery fire now. These guns are kind of on a weird cocked position. Yeah, right when I said that, they're going to relimber. Still a hell of a firefight over here in the field. These guns are active and firing. Fall back. Another Union skirmish unit has withdrawn. The Confederates and Union are just kind of holding their position. The Confederates aren't really probing a heavy attack. They're just here to kind of create some skirmish lines, some little bit of skirmishing. It's kind of slow-paced engagement. I think that was the point of the Confederate leadership, is they were coming here to probe Union forces and just kind of agitate their lines. And we see that that's kind of going a long way here. There seems to be some level of counter battery. They reposition their guns to have a better effectiveness. These are Parrots. Probably 32 pounders from the look of the length of the barrel. Unlimber. Skirmishers, the Union skirmishers have been withdrawn from the field. They pulled them back a little bit, realizing that there was some level of casualties, especially over here. Wow. Whew. These Confederate skirmishers are very good shots. Now we've got kind of silence on the battlefield. Guess both sides are kind of determining. Oh, we've got some fire again. They're going to be opening fire over here on these guys. Oh, broke them. Very well concentrated fire from those skirmishers have been just breaking all of those units on the right here. I don't even know where the Union units are. They might be hanging, hiding in these tree lines there, trying to stay concealed. Yeah, if they're still in position, we've got all these units still in position. Cavs looks to be taking some casualties, so they have repositioned that cav completely. Unsure of where they've taken them, but they have taken some casualties. You see a gun here abandoned, blown up. There's a crater where it landed. Wow, that's really sad. Poor fellows. I'm going to get a screenshot of that, because that's just a pretty cool little screenshot, I'm not going to lie. Imagine this game, surprisingly, this is the Napoleon Total War. The mod is the ACW mod, ACW 2, based around the Civil War, American Civil War. And they just did an update for it. And there's a bunch of different flags and stuff, and they rebalanced some of the units and pricing. Hold on. He gave some orders. Somebody gave some orders. Oh, here we go. Here's the guns again. They repositioned, it looks like. Try to get a ledge up there. Huh, that's odd how they disappeared and then reappeared. Confederate forces are pushing on the left. It looks to me that they have got some movement going on here. There's going to be Arkansas units, Army of the Tennessee. Sorry about the pings there. A little bit of lagging. But yeah, these guys are going to be moving into position. Looks like they're going to bring them down here on the right wing of the Union. I do not think, because I saw a couple units kind of picketed up here on this tree line, and I'm wondering if the Union forces, oh, they ordered a new position. They're going to try to probe defenses here. Or, ooh, I'm very sorry about that jerk. Yeah, yeah. It does look like they're going to probably push up this right wing, the Confederate right wing here, and kind of cause a little bit of mayhem. This is probably going to be unlike some of the other videos that you've seen, that you guys have watched. It's going to be more paced towards like probing attacks, minor skirmishing, tactical maneuvering, a lot of tactics. Oh, wow. Somebody's poor head. Where are they? Right here. Oh. Damn it all to hell. Those rounds are really hitting those Union lines. I'm surprised they haven't pushed them down here yet. Getting a lot of hits over there, but I think there's a lot of other focus, especially here on the left. Yeah, we've got some left maneuvering here. Yeah, it looks like they're going to try to probe an attack on the left. Interesting. Interesting. We're just going to sit here and watch. They also look to have units moving over here. Oh. Looks to be some counter battery. Oh, and it seems to be a little bit effective. Shell landed here, killed a couple guys. We're going to go back over here to the left, because I want to focus on these maneuvers over here, because they're getting very interesting attacks. They're going to try to use their cav, it looks like, to try to probe defenses, figure out where the enemy are, and then launch minor attacks from there. I like to see maneuvering. I don't think they're doing anything on the left. What this is called is offensive posturing. You're trying to make the enemy think you have a much larger force by spreading your men out into a very thin line. However, that comes with a caveat, and that caveat is you can thin your defenses to a point that you can no longer support other lines. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Oh, wow. Lines have opened fire. We do have some fire over here on this side. Cav is still maneuvering through the tree line. Union forces have a pretty good position on this redoubt here. Kind of holding strong. We've got a lot of cav and infantry maneuvering over here. I wonder what's going to happen. I'm interested. Intrigued. They've dismounted on this wing with their cavalry here. And they're taking this position. We've got 2 Union units kind of repositioning. It looks like they're going to set up a line here. And potentially a line here. They're making them run. Oh, shot him right in the sides. Look at that. He's just leaving them here to be shot right in their hip. He's given up on this and let the enemy cav come in. We've got units. Oh, we've got federal units repositioning considerably. Trying to fill those gaps. We've got a lot of Confederate units pushing up. It looks like there's going to be an attack on the right wing. The left wing is at a stalemate. A lot of artillery exchanging, infantry skirmishes. But the right wing is where the action is seen. Oh. All right. Oh. I'm a spectator. I'm not sure why it's saying my men, but I think that's just a glitch with the way the system works. But here we've got 2 Union units repositioning now. It looks like they are going to try to form line on these fence lines. Yep. And they're going to try to use this flank against them because they're going to take these horses is what they're going to do. It looks like what they're going to do. The Confederate left wing is now readjusting their lines. It looks like a lot of macros happening on this side of the field. Oh, we've got more units. Oh my goodness, a huge bunch of units have just been discovered. We've got 4 or 5 battalions of infantry. Yep, this is going to begin. I wonder if they're going to open. Who's going to? Oh, there we go. Oh, wow. Marching in an open field and direct gunfire. There's bullets flying everywhere. Oh, wow. This unit looks like it might break any minute. I wonder what he is doing just marching straight forward. Oh, looks like they're going to be holding. Oh, wow. This unit may very well shatter here. These units are over here gathering position. This unit has broke. General's coming over here to support the unit. But too little too late, it looks like. Now we've got a huge battle line here. Enemy units on the flank of the Confederates. Confederates are building a sort of chevron formation. A miniature fishhook. These units are now being sent into line. Let's get some of these cinematic shots. They're very close to each other. It's surprisingly close to each other. Another unit of Confederate infantry is coming. Oh, there they go. Look at that. Oh, wow. That was very loud. That was an artillery round that fell. They're just honestly getting slaughtered. Getting slaughtered. The Confederates did not expect such a return in fire. Like, they just didn't expect it. So it looks like they've taken some casualties for that. And now they're withdrawing their lines as the Union right. No, it'd be the Union left, Confederate right. Looks like the Confederate right will be withdrawing against the Union left, which has seized their horses and caused their cav unit to lose a whole bunch of horses. They've taken probably around 100 casualties on the field here. These lines are now just opening fire. Oh my. Just what a field of fire. This is a perfect position. Whoever is commanding this might be McCook's division, is... Hold on, we've got a cav unit behind the enemy lines. We've got reservists moving into the left, Union left. The enemy cavalry is taking losses. Confederate commander is aimed to be a little brazen on the field, and it kind of backfired on him. And I feel like he had to withdraw from that situation because it became aggressive. They did not want to commit too much because they immediately realized that Union outgunned them. The Confederate cavalry is now repositioning. These guys are going into line to try to engage them. Center column is now moving forward. There are two groups of skirmishers being pushed up to hold this rank in position. There's just not a lot of action happening here. The battle is over here. These units are now being pushed up for a second wave attack. Just trying to probe defenses. They're having them withdraw completely. The field is just littered with Confederate dead. It's a tragedy. That's what it is. That was just not a very successful push for the Confederacy. They just took a lot of losses there. And it's quite unfortunate because that probe attack looked like it was going to be rather efficient, but the Union very intelligently sent 2 units through here to kind of close that flank up. However, the second rank of Cav got to make it around and kind of create an adjutant. It looks like there's going to be a small skirmish here. Oh, wow. Nice. Nice. Smoky. Don't mind the sound being weird. They just are like that sometimes. There's a lot of units on the field. The line over here seems to be a little bit more successful in their attack, causing a little bit more damage. Oh, they're not causing any damage, actually. It doesn't look like anybody on the Union side. Oh, one guy. Oh, they're using the readout. What a perfect formation to use. Look at that. Perfect rock wall. What a cool position. Like, using that crest to just be kind of an agitating force. Bringing them in within, you know, not very far away from each other. Very close. This unit has taken some casualties in the field. There's some other units taking casualties. I actually quite enjoy the pace of this fight. Like, it is very even. Very slow. Looks like the Union did take casualties over here. We'll go back to the action. I just wanted to kind of get an overview into the aftermath. Pulling them back out of the line, taking some losses from the rear. Artillery is crashing in. Skirmishers' bodies littering the ground. Artillery shell crashing. Oh, there's been a unit routed from the field. Arkansas is just not, or the Army of the Tennessee, of West Tennessee, is not really having a successful probe attack here. The Union is just stacked infantry right here, and they're just laying down fire. For a very slow-paced engagement, there have been very decisive gun battles, with the Union just kind of like outgunning them and pushing them back, and them having to withdraw, which is very surprising. Looks like the skirmishers are going to be on the move. Union troops are very perfectly... Oh, wow, they're taking hits. Not sure from where. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Oh, the skirmishers. The skirmishers are really laying down some fire. Killed all that many guys in such a short amount of time. I think that's why they're moving that unit. Oh, wow, just a train of dead. Just wow. This has been a very fun engagement. I feel like it's very slow paced, but it's very fun. Oh, it had to lag. So much gunfire on the field right now. Just see. Oh, wow. Did you see that through the sky? That was cool. We're just going to kind of follow along their picket line here. See the artillery in the distance. Boom, behind us. If you look really closely, you can see the shells traveling overhead. There's another one. There's another one. Interesting. Hear them all quiet. Those rounds are falling just behind them, but it is causing casualties. Union forces that don't have cover have taken some casualties. These guys are pretty good because they're behind the redoubt. I hear more shooting from the skirmishers over here, and they seem to be putting pressure on these units. Wow, that's sad. That is just sad. Wanted to get a screenshot of that. Skirmishers have been very efficient in this battle, really kind of delivering equal losses to the Union. The Army of West Tennessee probed a little too aggressively on this front, and it cost them. It does look like units are going to be pushing up here to try to secure this flank in hopes to have some sort of kind of strategic victory on the field, because the Confederate forces are getting a little concerned with their lack of progress in these probe attacks. There is an entire reserve army shifting, it looks like, from over here. Oh, we do have some fire over here. Just probed attacks on all three little fronts there. There's a lot happening right now in 3 different areas, so I'm trying to be as thorough as possible. It does look like these 3 units are going to be pushing up for the West Tennessee Army, and they're going to be kind of pestering this Union brigade here. I don't know why that says Army of West Tennessee when that is not the Army of West Tennessee. Weird. Okay, there we go. Yeah, they're going to be filing into line, holding into formation. It looks like they're going to try to volley the Confederate forces. Yep. Let's stay here and see that. Wow, right along that fence line, too. Wow. West Tennessee's getting aggressive by coming within shooting range. Any minute now. A lot of Confederates getting shot up pretty bad. I apologize for the constant pings. We will be muting the discords in the future because someone is being very agitating with their amount of pings, but I can't alt-tab out right now. More units in reserve coming up to support this line. This line has yet to even return fire. They're getting shot at and point blank. Wow, look at all those guys falling. Now they return fire. Alright. Now they're starting. Oh, wow, these guys fell back. It doesn't seem to have very strong units on the field. It looks like they're going to be probing on the left side, on Confederate left, Union right this time. We'll see what they're doing, but it looks like there's going to be a lot of continuous engagement over here. So we're going to focus on that until I can see some movement on that side. All right. Excuse me, I had to step away for just a brief minute there. We're going to go back over here and check on this side because it doesn't look like there's a lot of things going to happen over there. But we are going to check. I'm moving the skirmishers up on that wing. The Union have them in a vice right now, but they are outgunning right now. They are outgunning the Union army right now. These guys are falling back in an attempt to preserve numbers. Looks to be a lot of guys out right now. Yeah. Oh, wow. They did take some casualties on this fence line. Looks like that buck and ball action. It does look like the Confederate forces are taking heavy losses on their flank. These guys are getting kind of bunched up and getting lit up really bad. It does look like the Confederate forces have retaken their cavalry, horses. It does look like skirmishers are attacking these guys who are unmonitored on their left flank, Confederate left. This wing of the battle has been very interesting. It's been a lot of engagement. They're not firing back. It's so smoky. It's so smoky. It's kind of hard to see. Oh my!
Your men have been routed, sir.
this side of the field has been like just pretty much a slugging match. But this side of the field is a slugging match, and it looks like that this is going to be the side of the field that's pretty much the most active. Um, they're all just kind of holding in place over here. Oh, we've got a unit that's routed. This unit is now pushing in from the Union left wing to support and lay down fire on this flank. This unit's about to break. Surprisingly. Oh no, they're taking considerable losses actually. And they're not even firing. Oh, now they're breaking. Looks like 4 units of Ohio Reserve are going to come in to support their Tennessee brothers. And they're going to try to hold back that. This area of the battle has been incredibly competitive. This is this engagement has been like over here on the Confederate White Ring Union left. It's been a very maneuver-based engagement, which I find to be very refreshing. But we are going to go ahead and move back a little bit and go check on these guys, because these guys are opening up. Looks to be some sort of engagement over here in the field. Oh, we've got an aggressive push. What is happening? Uh-oh. Do we have a Confederate Gettysburg right now? They're pushing up their units to apply more pressure on the Union. They've already got a cab unit regrouping. Oh, they're coming back. This is a hell of a fight. It's turned into a military disaster. Looks to be a. It looks like the Confederate forces are deciding to do one big huzzah, one big push. Yeah, he keeps pushing into range. A lot of fire. Probed a lot of the defenses. This line's still holding pretty strong. We've got a unit shattered and a unit withdrawing. It looks like Union left-wing reinforcements are arriving to support their Tennessee brethren. One Tennessee is routed. These units are now pushing back up. This whole point of the field has been a very interesting position. A lot of maneuvering, a lot of flanking. It's been, I'd say, 50-50 successful in comparison to Confederate and Union. But the Union has more numbers. And they're pushing them down now in rapido pace. Look at these guys, strapping young men of the Union. It's a blob. Oh, that hurt. Sorry about that. Yep, there's a huge battle line right now. The Confederate forces seem to have attacked the entire Union front, with a special focus to the Confederate right flank. I am, again, very sorry for jerking that camera. I wonder if the Confederacy is now reconsidering this attack, because it has become kind of a commitment on this right wing. It looks like Union forces have, in fact, drawn back over here to push some of their skirmishers out onto a flank, because I think that this is a feint attack for the Confederacy. I will have to say that the Union have definitely won the field today based on casualties. Oh wow, this has turned into a... Oh no. They are not... They've taken this forest, but now the Union has deployed its, looks to be, Ohio reservists into the field in a echelon formation, defending this hilltop. And if the Confederacy knows what's wise, they will not attack that hill, because that is absolutely suicidal. There are just so many units, and they're all fresh too. Oh, we've got Confederate forces pushing up within meters of the redoubt. It looks like the Confederacy may be attempting a full frontal assault, which is kind of surprising because that is actually against their direct orders. Their orders were to skirmish, not engage in a full line battle. But it looks like the Confederacy has committed its forces because it feels that it may have the advantage. And that will definitely upset President Davis considerably, knowing that he ordered them to probe attacks, not commit to a full-on assault. This area on the Confederate right, Union left, will be a stalemate at this time, with units being held to hold fire and just hold position. We have... This is interesting. The Confederacy is pushing units within point-blank range.
Your men have been routed, sir.
We have a unit withdrawing from the field.
Yes, sir.
Another unit routing from the field. Wow. Units are withdrawing from the field now, but it has cost them a painful price. Oh wow, they are still within point blank range. Let's go down here. Oh wow.
Your men have been routed, sir.
What a view. Like, is that not just the coolest view right here? Wow. Confederate forces, a little overeager here, have actually pushed all the way up to the redoubt itself. They're taking losses quick. My God. Union forces are taking losses, but holding strong with the high ground. This has become quite the fight. It does look like they're pushing more units from their left into their right to try to reinforce the Confederate right wing. They're pulling this line completely back, moving skirmishers about. Wow. It's absolutely beautiful. Pretty spectacular, scenic battle. Little slow pace in the beginning, but now... Oh, there's a unit about to break as well. Confederates have taken considerable losses. But pushing your units into point-blank range is very, very deadly choice because it can, you know, backfire on you and kind of cause you to take a lot of casualties. It looks like they're going to be setting up a V formation. Their entire center column is now engaged. We've got units over here on the left currently engaged by skirmishers. Skirmishers fighting skirmishers. Interesting. In melee, of all things. There's a unit routed here. Just couldn't take that chevron of fire from the high ground. The Union have really chalked strength right here, and are using that firing position to just lay lead down. This is what happens when you force an offensive army into a defensive position. Position being like situation. Because basically the Confederate forces were acting as the assault forces, and initially their orders were to engage in a skirmish with the enemy. This is far from a skirmish. This became a full-blown battle with multiple decisive engagements. Units are regrouping now. If I were the Confederate general, I would be withdrawing to preserve numbers at this point, because just look at the field. It's littered. It's littered with dead.
unit has grown weary, sir.
Yeah, it does look like the Confederates are going to be choosing to be very aggressive. They are pushing over the redoubt into enemy territory. Are they aiming to charge the hill? Oh my goodness, they are. They're getting aggressive, very aggressive. They're trying to take this redoubt. Wow. Oh my god, a charge. They are trying to force their way up that hill. I admire the courage, but they are outnumbered. This is a psychotic task. As pulling the Tennessee back to the higher ground. Wise decision, wise decision. Recommitted, pulled them out, and then pushed them back down the hill. Wow. They're fighting tough over here. We're going to stay in the heat of this, see who wins. Union forces are losing sway on the battle. Looks like they might lose this. Oh my goodness. Confederate charge to the hill won the battle. Wow, that's incredible. We've got another unit coming over here to support. Back down to a charge. Their units are going to block them, slow them down. It's just a kill wave now. Piecemeal. Ordering that charge in. Oh, wow. What an incredible charge. Very nice. Outnumbered on this wing. May need more support. They're so engaged over here on the right wing, though. Confederate forces have managed to seize the day on that hill. They're only holding this position. Looks like more Tennessee units coming back in to try to steady the flow of blood that seems to be pouring out from the top of this hill. Holding them tough on this line over here. It does look like the center is becoming a problem for the Union. Another unit has broken from the field. And a third unit. It looks like the entire Union right wing is about to collapse under Confederate pressure. This has turned into a situation that the Union cannot quite manage. On the right side, they have more reinforcements pushing back over from the left side. It looks to be part of the plan. Oh, they're just going to abandon the left completely and move troops back over towards the right
Your men have been routed,
because it
sir.
has become a situation in the right that is now unmanageable for Union forces. They have them well and taut on this redoubt, and there are more units coming in. Tennessee, we've got 2 units of Confederate forces. It is just a battle it's just a battle for this hill. They are fighting. It's a hill to die for. Wow, look at that. Let's get in here. Oh, that guy just got stabbed in the gut. I'm not sure who's winning this fight. Oh, another charge. Whoa! Wow. What a reposition. Trying to charge into them on their side. This is a huge battle for this hill. Wow. We always have an epic charge. I'm trying to get a good eye view of the battle here. Okay, here we go. This will have to be what we get. We've got Confederate forces over here pushing in and now recommitting into a charge. Looks like they're going to try to distract these guys here. Oh my god, they are just winning this hill battle right now. Confederates are just holding the hill. This unit of Tennessee is now pushing in over here. We've got more Confederate success on this wing. Huge melee on this hill. Incredible. Incredible. Units crashing. It's a bloodshed. We never thought it was going to happen, but it did. That is unreal. There's some Confederate units on the battlefield today that have actually showed the test of time. This is incredible, unexpected Confederate push. An assault that may actually cost this general his status, as this was not what they wanted. A small skirmish has turned into a Gettysburg type engagement. And this is just day one of the fight. We've got 2 units over here charging each other. This is massive melee. A massive melee on this hill. More units coming in to support the melee. Oh, fire directly into him. That did kill a few of them. Oh, more firing. This unit is breaking off, but not broken. Charging into the rear of the Tennessee here. This is getting kind of clustery, so bear with me as I try to lead you guys through this here. So we've got 2 regiments, it looks, 2 regiments of Confederate units facing 1 regiment of Tennessee, 3 regiments of Tennessee, and a 4th coming in now. The left side is completely collapsed. This is where the battle may be decided, or the Union will have to withdraw from the redoubt. Confederate general is being surprisingly aggressive. This unit seems to be breaking as the Tennessee on the left here begins to come in. There's another unit charging in on that Tennessee as well. This whole place has turned into melee hell. There's just so many bayonets around. Unbelievable.
A unit has grown weary, sir.
We can't quite tell who is winning this engagement right now. Oh, we've got Confederate routing. Their center is pulling back. This melee is nuts. So much melee going on right now. Fresh units coming in to support. And it looks like this Tennessee regiment is going to be able to push off the 33rd Mississippi. And there they go. It looks like that charge up the hill was not successful. Their flank has shattered. That push was so aggressive. There it is. There it is. That is the end of the battle. We're going to take a screenshot of that. Wow. Union took considerable losses. Wow. All right. Well, thank you everyone for watching today's episode. This was the battle for Cairo, Illinois, day 1. Join us next time for day 2. Thank you for joining us. Likes and subs are appreciated. Commander Wilcox, out.